Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, the channel that's all about the art of being ill. My name is Caroline and today we're going to talk about how to understand the package leaflet that comes with your medicine. As you probably already know, your medicine comes with a very long package leaflet. It contains everything you need to know about your treatment. And it probably also contains a few things you don't want to know. It can be quite overwhelming to read this package leaflet. So today I am going to help you understand how to read the package leaflet that comes with your medicine. So let's just get started. Before we start, I have a very quick disclaimer. As a pharmacy technician, I talk in general terms. Illness and treatment is highly individual. Do not change anything or end your treatment based on the information I provide in this video. If you have any concerns regarding your illness or treatment, always consult your doctor before taking action. Let's start with an overview on what you can find in this package leaflet. You can find about the package leaflet, effect and application, what you need to know before taking the medicine, how to take the medicine, side effects, storage, packaging size and additional information, proprietors and marketing authorization. Now let's dive into each item. First, we have about the package leaflet. And this is really just an overview of what you can find in the leaflet, but also a few disclaimers like don't lose your package leaflet because you might need some information that's in it. I said don't lose it. Good. Also things like if you want to know more, you can contact your doctor or your pharmacy, and if you experience any side effects, contact your doctor or pharmacy, blah, 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 blah. Those kind of things is really just the first section of the package leaflet. The next one is effect and application. In this section, you can find information about what your medicine is used for. Be aware that some types of medicine are used for more than one condition. As an example, some types of medicine for epilepsy is also used for chronic pain. So in this section, you also find information about how the medicine actually works. Very simplified, that is, of course, so it's understandable. What does it do in your body? It's really that simple. The next section is what you need to know before you start taking your medicine. And this is one of those sections where we need to breathe. I said breathe. Breathe. Good. Breathe. It can be quite overwhelming, the information in this section. And please don't be scared. One of the things you can find in this section is when you should not be taking this type of medicine. And if you, let's say you have a high blood pressure and you are starting a treatment for something completely different, diabetes, morbus Crohn, asthma, whatever, and you see that it says in the package leaflet under this section that you shouldn't take the medicine if you have high blood pressure, then don't panic. Because even, one thing we have to really remember here is that pharmaceuticals have to write every single little risk in these package leaflets. So this means that the risk of anything happening might be very, very low, but it still has to be in the package leaflet. So if you have high blood pressure and it says, and you start another treatment, and it says that you shouldn't take it if you have high blood pressure, like I said, don't panic. Your doctor might be completely aware of it, but for some reason have prescribed this drug for you anyway. So what you need to do, if you have any concerns regarding it, you have to contact your doctor and ask, are you sure this is safe? It most likely is, but if it's something that you worry about, talk to your doctor. What you can also find in this section is warnings and precautions. And again, don't panic. But this could be something like you have kidney problems. Your doctor might need to check the functioning of your kidneys and to see if, well, you can safely take the medicine, and also if maybe you need a lower doses in order to not damage your kidneys anymore or something like that. So again, don't breathe. Again, breathe. It is also in this section you find interactions. And this is interactions with other types of medicine or even foods. And this is actually really, really important to be aware of. And be aware, sometimes medicine interacts with food. What does it mean that it interacts? It means that it basically affects each other's effect of the medicine. This means that if two medicines are interacting with one another, then one medicine might increase the effect on the other medicine, which means you can technically get an overdose, right? It can also mean that one of the medicines are decreasing, lowering the effect of the other medicine. And this can mean that you're not getting the effect you need for the medicine to work properly on your condition. And this is why interactions are so important. You should be told about interaction at the pharmacy. It doesn't always happen, but otherwise you can read about it in the package leaflet. One thing you need to be aware of in this section is that the doctor might actually knowingly prescribe a type of medicine to you that he or she knows is interacting with another type of medicine you're taking. And this doesn't have to be a mistake. So we are back to the whole don't panic, don't panic. Don't panic, come back, don't panic. Because the doctor might have it under control. Again, consult your doctor. Ask them if you have any worries about this. But a reason, maybe you are taking a medicine and it interacts with this medicine, but only if you take the normal doses. Let's say you're taking a medicine that increases the effect of another type of medicine. Then the type of medicine, the new medicine the doctor is going to put you on, he might give you a lower doses than you would usually get, because you're already taking medicine that will increase the effect. So the doctor might already know what they're doing. And again, the doctor obviously should tell you this when you start treatment, but they don't. It's not always something they do. It's also in this section you find information about whether or not you can take it if you are pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, or whether or not you can drive or use heavy machinery. That's also the section you find that. The next section is how to take the medicine. And this is obviously exactly what the name says. This is where you can find information about the recommended doses. And this is the doses that's recommended in general. So even if your doctor have prescribed lower or higher doses, that it doesn't have to be a mistake. As you can hear, medicine is highly complicated, but it doesn't have to be a mistake. I promise you, it doesn't have to be a mistake. Just like I said before with the interactions, it might be because you're taking a medicine that will, increase the effect of this medicine. So it doesn't have to be a mistake, but you can find the recommended doses in this section. It also provides some information on how to actually take it. And this means, is it something you have to take oral, or is it an injection, or maybe even if it has to go up your butt? And also a little bit about if you should take it with or without food, which can be crucial to the effect of your medicine, and also what time of the day they recommend for you to take it. As an example, I take ADD medicine, and that provides one of the effects that ADD medicine has is that it gives a little bit of energy. So I take my pill in the morning and at lunchtime, because it kind of has to be a little bit out of my system before I go to bed. Otherwise, I can't sleep, as an example. The next section is side effects. And this section is something that, in my experience, really freaks people out because it's very overwhelming. And I experienced a lot in the pharmacy, customers who literally told me they didn't want to take their medicine because of something they read about side effects. And it can be very overwhelming. Sometimes it says you can get heart attacks and all kind of crazy things. So it is, not a pleasant section to read. And I would say if you do not feel comfortable reading about side effects, ask your doctor or the pharmacist, ask them what is the most important side effects to know, the most serious ones. What do I need to be aware of when it comes to side effects? So you don't have to read the whole thing. The pharmaceuticals, they have to write every little tiny side effect. They have to write everything, even if just one person in the whole world had that side effect. Sometimes even if they can't really document that it's a side effect to the medicine. So it doesn't even really have to be documented. If there can be any slight chance that it might have been the medicine, they have to write it. A really good example of this is actually birth control pills. One of the normal side effects listed in the package leaflet for birth control pills is weight gain. And this is something where a lot of women are like, I don't want to gain weight. It's actually not documented that it is the birth control. There is a chance that it is the birth control, so therefore it's in there. But actually they also have a theory that's about when women start to take birth control. A lot of women start in the age of maybe 15, 16, so in their teens. And as some of us older ladies might have found out, you get a little bigger as a woman as time goes. The older you get a little bigger. We do. And we go from girls, right, to women. So a lot of women start taking birth control in the age of 15, 16, where they start to go from girls to women. So they would probably gain weight as well, even if they didn't take birth control pills. But because there is a slight chance it might have something to do with the birth control pills, because it's, hormones and all that kind of thing, they have to write it in there. But it's actually not documented that it is the birth control pill. So it's a little, They divide side effects into different categories. We have the very normal side effects. And the very normal side effects are those side effects most probably will experience while taking the medicine. And that's often not very serious side effects. It might be dizziness, nausea, that kind of thing. Feeling uncomfortable or something like that. And then we have the normal side effects. And this is side effects, again, that a lot of people probably will experience, but again, is not necessarily very serious. And this can, again, it can be like fatigue, nausea, vomiting, high blood pressure, something like that, where it's like, it doesn't have to be serious, but a lot of people experience it. And a few less than very normal side effects. Then we have the not normal side effects. And these are the ones, again, they don't really have to be serious, but it's something that some people experience it, but it's not normal. And they don't have to be like serious side effects. But obviously, if you get a side effect and you're looking in your package leaflet and it's listed under not normal side effects, it's always a good idea to consult your doctor just to be sure it's like okay. Then we have the rare side effects, and these are side effects that not a lot of this is something that not a lot of people experience. It's very rare, but it happens, and these can often be a little more serious. They don't have to be, but they can be. So it's also really important to call your doctor if you get side effects that's listed under rare side effects. Just to be sure and get a checkup, right? We don't want to get hurt by our medicine. That's not the reason we're taking it. It's not always that the medicine knows this, but you know, like. We also have the very rare. You see, there's a lot of categories here. I mean, like, but we also have the very rare. The very rare. The very rare. We also have the very rare side effects. And again, this means very few people experience them. But again, if you get something, like if you get a side effect and it's listed under very rare side effects, you do need to call your doctor. This can also often be some of the more severe side effects. And the last category is unknown. This is side effects where it's like, we don't really know why, we don't really know how, we're not even 100% sure that it's the medicine, but for some reason, some people, once they start taking it, experience like a nah, they list them there. Like I said, they have to write everything. I mean, if one person had grass growing out of them after taking the medicine, they would have to write it. And that one would probably be under unknown, because that would be, well, terrifying if grass started to grow out of you. I mean. But no matter what, when it comes to side effects, never panic. Don't just stop taking your medicine from one day to another, or you know, start taking a lower doses because you're afraid of the side effects or anything like that. Don't do that, because that can actually be potential harmful. Always talk to your doctor. If there's anything you worry about, talk to your doctor. Or you can also talk to the pharmacist. They also know a lot about these things. But talk to your doctor. Never panic. Don't ever just stop taking medicine. It can actually be incredibly harmful to just stop taking it. Next section is storage. And this is actually a really important section. This is also something that both your doctor and the pharmacy should actually tell you, but they don't always tell you. But storage is highly important, because you might have some medicine that can't take too much heat. You might also need medicine, have medicine that can't freeze, because it will ruin the medicine, right? So as an example, insulin has to be stored in the fridge. Otherwise, it will go bad and it will lose its effect, and nothing matters. So actually, it's really, really important to be aware of how to store your medicine. In the next section is actually quite simple. In this section, you can see the doses that the medicine comes in. For example, 50 milligrams. You can also see the different package sizes that it comes in. And this can be like, okay, you can get these with 30 pills in it, you can get it with 100 pills, you can get it with whatever. That's the kind of thing. All other information that can be here is also how the medicine looks. So the pill is yellow and round or something like that. So you can also find information about what it contains. And this is, of course, if you know that you're allergic to something, it can be a really good idea to look and see, okay, is there anything in this that I could be allergic to? Section where it says in what form your medicine comes. Is it liquid, or is it a tablet or a capsule, or that kind of thing. In the last section, proprietors and marketing authorization. I'm not sure I'm saying proprietors. The people who own it. But in this section, you can see who owns the brand and who has the marketing authorization to sell the medicine. And you might be thinking, well, those two are always the same, right? I mean, but no, actually not necessarily. You can have, sometimes they do what they call parallel import. So this is basically where one company, actually, they buy the medicine from another pharmaceutical. So one pharmaceutical buys a medicine from another pharmaceutical, and then they put it into their own packages. It's so weird. But then it would say that maybe the ones who own it might be to care for, and the people who have the marketing authorization might be Sanders. Something like that. Might actually be. It's very weird. But this is what you can see in the last section. So everyone, that was today's video. I really hope you found this informative, and I really hope that maybe it became a little less overwhelming to read. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to comment down below. You are also more than welcome to send me a private DM through Instagram. And remember, the important message in this video is that the pharmaceuticals have to write everything. So it's just so important that you don't panic. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I would be so happy if you did that. And also don't forget to subscribe, and also go follow me on Instagram. My name on Instagram is surprise, the art of being ill. Have an amazing rest of the day, and I will see you next time right here on my channel, The Art of Being Ill. Bye.